Okay. So yesterday we started the chapter natural disasters. We saw what are air currents. Okay. Yeah. And we saw water cycle, rain, how our land trees and ocean trees form. Okay. Today we will see bad effects of flood and drought. Okay. What are the bad effects and drought? Now, rain does not fall regularly on earth. Sometimes there is excess rain and sometimes deficient rain. Rain falling for a long time fills all rivers and places with water. Sometimes water starts spreading on land, which takes the form of flood. Okay. When rain falls for a long time, it fills the rivers and lakes and everything, and the water starts to come out of the water bodies and starts to fill up the land. Okay, that condition is known as a flood. Sometimes there is less rain in an area, so due to that, crops get dried and organisms do not get a drop to drink. Such a situation is called famine or drought. Both flood and drought cause great damage to life on earth. Okay, they are opposite to each other. In flood, there is excess water. Okay, too much water that comes on the land, but in the drought, every all the water dries up. When the rain does not happen in an area, all its water dries up and all the plants dry up and organisms start to die. That is known as a drought, and this is a flood. Okay, now let's check out in text questions 18.1. You can unmute and tell me the answers. The air surrounding us is called dash. Yes, Emma. You can unmute and answer. The air surrounding us is called atmosphere. Okay. Take a look at the next question, Emma. Hot air rises up due to it. Yes, hot air rises up due to it.
Sorry, ma'am, my mic was not turning on.
Okay.
Hot air rises up uh, due to its low density.
Low density. Okay. Or lightweight. If the speed of wind increases, then dash lessens.
If the speed of wind increases, then air pressure lessens.
Yes, air pressure lessens. There is not a uniform dash in all areas of Earth.
There is not a uniform temperature in all areas of Earth.
Yes. Temperate or tropical region is hot as compared to
Uh, Temperate or tropical regions is as hot compared to polar regions.
yes. Next one, monsoon air takes dash with itself.
Monsoon air takes moisture with itself. These make rainfall in the land.
Yes. Now tell me, how are winds formed?
Ma'am, I think winds are formed due to uneven heating of the earth surface by the sun, which causes difference in air pressure. Air moves from high pressure areas to low pressure areas, creating winds.
Okay. I would like to add that hot air, because of the heating of the surface, okay, hot air rises up, hot air rises up, and cool air comes to take its place. Take its place. Due to this movement, winds are formed. Okay. Due to this movement of air, winds are formed. Hello, Ibrahim. Good morning.
Hello, ma'am. Good morning.
Yes. Yes, Abraham. How does rain fall in the land area?
Um, ma'am, I don't think I remember, ma'am.
Okay.
Ma'am, can I see the
So,
process of rain?
yes, Amma, you can see the process.
Ma'am, so there's evaporation, cooling and condensation, uh, precipitation. No, I forgot what it is called.
I got it, Emma.
Okay.
Okay. I
Yeah.
got it. Water cycle is responsible for rainfall. Okay.
Yes.
Water cycle is responsible for rainfall. Now, Abraham, what are the causes of drought?
Um, uh, no rain.
Yes, no rain, no or less rainfall leads to reduction in water, causing drought. Okay, how wind currents are formed? I taught you at the start how air currents are formed. Wind currents are formed by the displacement of hot and cold air from one place to another. Okay, are formed by the displacement of hot and cold air from one place to another. Okay. Any doubt till here? Any doubt till here? Abraham, can you turn on your video? Yes. Okay. Abraham, I taught just a bit about flood and drought. Okay. What is the meaning of flood and what is the meaning of drought? All right. And then we did the exercise. Now, thunderstorm and cyclone. Sometimes natural events take form of disasters. Thunderstorm and cyclone are two such disasters. These emerge in tropical conditions. India also comes in tropical areas. Okay? Tropical areas. Some natural disasters take place. Now, air rises above due to heat. Few drops of water also rise with air. Due to less temperature in the sky, these drops stick and form clouds. Clouds and air merge together to form charges. Okay, that is positive and negative charges. Now, this is an activity of making a charge. Okay, making a charge. You will read it. Tie balloons with two threads. Hang them at some distance. Hang them at some distance, as shown in the picture. Rub woolen cloth on the balloons. Leave them, and you will find them moving away from each other. It happens because some charge is generated in both balloons by rubbing objects having some charge. They repel or more far away from each other. Therefore, balloon also moved away from each other. Okay, this we know that when the balloons are having the same charge, either all of them have positive charge, they repel, or when all of them have negative charge, also they repel. Now take an empty refill of a pen and rub it with polythene. Keep it in a glass. Now bring a charged balloon near the charged refill. They attract each other. This happens because they have opposite charges. Okay. See, the balloons were rubbed with the same woolen cloth. Okay. So we cannot suppose that it will give them different charge. If the balloons are rubbed with the same cloth, I assume they are negative charged. Okay. So this balloon is also negative charged, but the pen refill is charged with is rubbed with a polythene bag, okay, or a polythene. So it is positive charge. Now, when you bring them closer, they both attract, okay, because same charges are there, so they will uh, different charges are there, so they will attract. Charges are formed in air and on earth. When a charged item comes near the earth, then all charge is transferred to earth. This process is called conduction. Okay. When a charged object comes near the earth, all charge is transferred to the earth. You must have understood the charges present in cloud. When a charged cloud or air comes close to opposite charged cloud or air or a high tree, then they both attract each other. Friction and spark come out. And these sparks are known as lightning. Okay, these sparks are known as lightning. All right. Now, so that is how lightning is formed. Okay. That is how lightning is formed when a charged cloud or air comes close to the opposite another charged cloud or a very high tree. They attract and friction takes place between them. Okay, and the spark comes out in the form of lightning. And sound and thunder is also produced. This event is known as thunderstorm. When this happens over and over, again and again, it is known as a thunderstorm. It burns anything on which it falls. Okay, thunderstorm. It will burn anything on which it falls. We should save life and property from a thunderstorm. Okay, so it is harmful for life and property, and we should uh, take preventive measures in the storm. What are the preventive measures in thunderstorm? Okay, we will see what are the preventive measures in a thunderstorm. An open place is not safe in thunderstorm. If you are in open place or forest during thunderstorm, then take a shelter below a small tree. Never take shelter below a large tree because large trees comes in contact with the clouds above. Okay, and it may get charged. Okay, do not use a metal stick umbrella in a thunderstorm. Do you know that they get attracted towards metal? Okay, towards metal, they get attracted towards it and they try to transfer the charge to the metal. And when this happens, your umbrella will burn and you will burn along with it. House or building is more safe than open air. Open garage, storehouse, places with metal sheet shades are not safe in thunderstorm. Okay, an open garage or places with metal shade. If you've seen metal ceiling, they are also not safe because again metal attracts the charge. Do not touch telephone wire, electricity wire, or metal pipes in thunderstorm. Yes, Abraham.
Ma'am, I partly agree with them when it's thundering, you should not be in the open air, ma'am. But if there are buildings close by to you or larger objects, ma'am, then it's okay, ma'am, because the thunder will not strike you. Only in very rare cases has it comes to strike, has it comes to strike human beings. Other than that, never.
Yes, Abraham, that is true. Okay. Thunder rarely strikes human beings. Okay. But it strikes objects more. Okay. Especially those which are at higher places. Especially those which are at higher places, such as some metal object on the top of a building or a metal rod on the top of a cliff or things like that. It strikes. Okay. It strikes very high
Ma'am,
objects.
ma'am, that's why
Yes.
we have a lightning rod. Ma'am, that's why we have a lightning
Yes.
rod. So when it strikes our buildings, nothing will happen to it.
Yes. That is why we have a lightning
It was
rod.
invented by
So if it
Benjamin Franklin.
strikes the buildings, say again.
Ma'am, it was invented by Benjamin Franklin, I think.
Okay. Yes. So that is a thing which protects the buildings against lightning. Okay. Then also things like mobile phones and all. Okay. There was some case that happened. Okay, where a lot of like group of people were there on a cliff. Okay, all recording with their mobile phones the weather and all. The thunderstorm was taking place and they were recording it, and then the lightning struck that place. Okay, killing many of them. The lightning struck that place. This is like a real case and killed many of them. Okay, what attracted it? The mobile phones with which they were recording, like this, holding up and recording. Okay, and many of them were recording like that. So the lightning struck at that place. So such things you should avoid. Okay. Yes, Abraham.
Nothing, ma'am.
Yeah. Now, do not touch telephone wire, electricity wire, or metal pipes and thunder. If you're traveling in thunderstorm, then close the doors and windows of a car or bus. Okay. While traveling in a thunderstorm. Now, next is the process of conversion of thunderstorm to cyclone. Heat is required to change liquid water to steam or vapor. When steam is converted to water, this heat gets restored in atmosphere. It makes its nearby air warm. This air rises up, creating now air pressures. This air moves fast towards the center of thunderstorm. This gets repeated, creating a very low pressure area. Here, air moves in spiral way at fast pace, which is known as a cyclone. Air moves at fast pace in a cyclone and destroys life and property in nearby areas. This cracks homes, trees, electric wires, telephone wires. Animals coming in its way are also killed. Okay. Now, what happens here in a cyclone? In a cyclone, first we know that liquid water changes to steam or vapor. Okay. Liquid water changes to steam or vapor when clouds are formed
Ma'am,
during thunderstorm. Yes, Abraham.
ma'am, lightning, ma'am. I just, for 90% of the people who are struck by lightning can have a chance of survival, but they come out with disabilities.
Disabilities, yes.
And ma'am, another
Yes, those
thing
people.
is, yeah, ma'am,
Mhm.
another thing is that, 1 minute, the lightning kills us with cardiac arrest, respiratory paralysis, and brain damage. It also gives secondary burns and trauma.
Okay. Yes, cardiac arrest, respiratory.
Ma'am, respiratory paralysis. It can
Paralysis.
so it makes us stop breathing.
Okay. And brain damage.
Hmm.
Also, second degree burns and trauma. Yes, that is true, Abraham.
And major
That is true.
cause of storm related deaths in the US.
Yeah. Okay.
And ma'am, you when you're saying we have to go for a hard top vehicle, not, I don't think we should go for a convertible if we are in the car.
In the car. Yes, Abraham. True. That is true. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Now,
And ma'am, if
forming
you
of.
listen for thunder, you can get a lightning strike if you can hear thunder.
Yes, you can get a lightning strike. Also true. Okay. Now, I was explaining how thunderstorm converts to cyclone. Okay. So liquid water becomes steam or vapor, and then that steam or vapor becomes clouds due to heat. Okay, these clouds get charged, and when they get connected with each other, okay, when they attract, the lightning strikes. Okay, that is thunderstorm. But cyclone. Now, when the steam is again converted to water, okay, the heat gets restored in atmosphere. This heat is released and it gets restored in atmosphere. So this makes the nearby air warm. Now, because the nearby air is warm, it rises up, creating air pressures. Okay, and air moves fast towards the center of thunderstorm in a spiral way, and it at the bottom it creates a low pressure area. Okay, it creates a low pressure area. So this, and it starts moving the entire thing, okay, with the air. So this is known as a cyclone. Okay, and air moves at a very fast speed in cyclone and destroys life and property in nearby areas. This cracks homes, trees, electric wires, and telephone wires. Okay, animals coming in its way are also killed. Have you ever seen a cyclone? Have you ever seen a cyclone?
No, ma'am. I have never
No.
got the chance to.
Okay. This is your thunderstorm. Okay. This is your thunderstorm. The clouds are there. Okay.
Ma'am, I've seen this before.
Yes. Thunderstorm we have seen. Okay. And then we will see cyclone. This is a cyclone or tornado that happens on the land. Okay. Due to the low pressure air. Okay, and it moves at a very fast speed and destroys whatever that comes in its contact. Okay, this is a tornado that happens on land. You can see here. Okay. Then there is hurricane or cyclone, which is formed in water. Okay, which is formed in water. This is its image. Okay, this is a satellite image of a hurricane that is formed in water. Now, what happens when this hurricane takes place? It brings along a lot of rainfall. Okay, a lot of rainfall, cloud burst, thunder, storm, okay, along with it. So, not directly it comes out of the water, okay, but what distracts in the nearby areas is the floods, okay, because so much rain is there, so much thunderstorm is there, rainfall is there, that the floods takes place and very high winds, okay, very heavy winds and floods takes place. So that is what destroys when a hurricane happens, okay, or when a cyclone happens. This is how it looks. Okay. These are satellite images of a hurricane. Okay. Extreme floods. Okay, rain. This is the effect basically. If you can see the wind. Okay. You can see the wind, heavy wind, and heavy rainfall. Okay. This is the effect in the nearby areas of this hurricane. All right. Understood now? Now,
Ma'am, a cyclone is?
the cyclone is that I showed you before, the one that moves on land. Okay.
Cyclone and tornado the same.
Yes, cyclone and tornado are the same. Okay. Hurricane is the one where which is formed in water or seas. Okay, it is formed in seas or oceans, and its effect is there on the land nearby. Okay. Now, we will stop here for today. Tomorrow we will see what are the preventive measures to lessen the harmful effect of cyclone. and we will talk about earthquake. Okay, and we will talk about earthquake. So I will see you all in 5 minutes. Okay, 5 minutes break for you, and then we will meet for maths class. Hi Joshua, good morning. Shall we begin? Okay, so I think today we will finish this lesson. Okay, Joshua, did you saw yesterday's class? I posted it in the group. I posted yesterday's lecture in the group. Did you saw that?
No, ma'am, I didn't get the chance, ma'am. We had a couple of guests, ma'am, so I couldn't watch it, ma'am.
Ma'am,
Okay. Watch it today, Joshua. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Yes, yes, Abraham.
ma'am, can you just give me 5 minutes, ma'am?
Oh, what happened?
Nothing, ma'am. I just need something just broke. I'm just putting it back.
Can you please make it quickly because we are like
No, ma'am,
it's already
ma'am, you can
done.
stop, ma'am. I'll just
Okay.
I'll be there.
Okay. All right then. Then I will start. Yes. So yesterday I was teaching you what are the things that are in a geometry box. Okay. What are the things that are inside a geometry box? And now you will see measure of the line of a line segment. Okay. Measure of a line segment. Now suppose I have two houses. Okay. I have two houses. Okay. This is A's house and this is B's house. Okay. Now there are two ways to move from A's house to B's house. Okay. There are two ways to move from A's house to B's house. First way is I will move directly from A's house to B's house. Okay. I will move directly from A's house to B's house. Okay. This is the one way. Another way is that I will move like this. I will move first here, here, okay, and then here. Let's give this point a name, C, okay. So I will move from A to C and then C to B. These are the two routes, but A to B is the short route, okay. A to B is the short route. So that is why it is said that the shortest distance between 2 points is called the length of a line segment, okay. This is my line segments because I will write it shorter route. And this is the longer route. That is why, therefore, the shortest distance between 2 points 2 points is called the length of line segment. Okay, it's called the length of line segment. Now this can be measured using an appropriate measuring scale. Okay, measuring scale we can use. Okay, but for it we need specific unit. Okay, specific units means we measure it in units, and for like measuring very long distance also we have specific units. Okay, for example, to measure small distance we use centimeter or millimeter scales or units. Okay, for measuring long distance we use meter or kilometer. Okay, we use meter or kilometer. Okay, now you can write this also. Measure smaller lengths we use what? Meter, centimeter or millimeter. To measure bigger lengths, we use kilometers or meters. Okay, you can write this down. Please write this down quickly.
Ma'am, should
Please
we
tell
draw,
me when you are done writing.
ma'am, should we draw the
Yes,
diagram?
Yashva, yes, you can draw the diagram. Okay,
Okay,
you can
thank
draw
you.
the diagram.
Done, ma'am.
Done. Okay. Am I done? I'm going to clear the screen. Okay. I'm going to clear the screen now. Hope you all are done. Am I in Abraham?
Ma'am, give me 1 minute.
You need a minute to write it down, Abraham, or for the video?
I'm done. Thank you.
Okay. Okay. I will share the screen with you now, the maths textbook. One small topic is left that we will do, and we'll finish the chapter today. Okay. This I have taught you, this thing, okay? Measure of a line segment. And these are the symbols, okay? Small and big unit. What is the relation between them? There are kilometer, hectometer, decameter, meter, decimeter, centimeter, and millimeter. Okay. What we use more often is centimeter, millimeter, meter, and kilometer. Okay. These are the most used units. Okay. Now, this is how to measure a line segment. Okay. How do you measure a line segment? So what we do when we are measuring a line segment, we take the first point. Okay. We take the first point. See, in the scale, it starts with 0 centimeter. Okay, in the scale, it starts with 0 centimeter. So the starting point of the line segment, on that you place the 0 centimeter of the scale. Okay, on that you place the 0 centimeter of the scale. Okay, now we read the marking on the scale in centimeter and millimeter against the mark, touching the other end B. So we will read from here. Okay, we will read that this side till how much is it going? Okay, on this side till how much is it going? Okay, so we can see that, you can see that after 7 count the small lines 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5th line. Okay, the center line that is a little big, means that it is how much? 7.5. Okay, 7.5 centimeter. Okay, 7.5 centimeter. So this line segment AB is 7 centimeter and 5 millimeter, or you can say 7.5 centimeter. Okay, so the center lines are, they come in point. For example, the 9, count the 3 lines after 9. 3 lines after 9, it becomes 9.3 centimeter. Okay, so after the big number, whatever lines are there in the middle, when you put it, you put 0.3 centimeter, 0.5 centimeter, 0.6, 0.8 centimeter. Understood? Understood this thing, how to measure a line segment?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Now how to draw a line segment of a given measure using a scale, that we will do. Okay, how to draw a line segment of a given measure using a scale. For that you mark a point P. Okay, you mark a point P. Okay, now on this point you put your scale. Okay, on this point you put your scale starting from 0. Okay, starting from 0, like the 0 starting point of the scale you put at P. Then if you have to make the line up to 4 centimeter, then at 4 centimeter you put another point. At 4 centimeter you put another point and mark Q, and then you connect P and Q to make a line segment 4 centimeter. Make your line segment 4 centimeter. This is how you make a line segment using a scale. Okay, we will read it. Mark a point P on the paper. Now place the scale in such a way that O on the scale should coincide point P. Means that the point P that you have, it's 0. Okay. The point P that you marked, the 0 on the scale should exactly come on that. Okay. Then read the scale up to the length that you have to measure. Say I have to make a line segment of 6 centimeter. So from that 0 on the scale, look where 6 centimeters is coming. At 6 centimeter, you mark a point with the pencil, okay, or pen. At 6 centimeter, you mark a point, okay. Mark point O on the paper in front of 4.5 or 6 centimeter mark. Now join P and Q with the help of pencil such that the pencil should be touching the scale all around, means touching the scale and drawing a line connecting P and Q. So PQ is the required line segment of length 4.5 or of length 6 centimeter. Understood how to draw a line segment using scale? Very easy.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So this we have finished with the chapter. Your homework is to do exercises in text questions 10.6. Okay. Your homework is to finish in text questions 10.6. Finish all the exercises of the 10th chapter today. We will have the test of 8th chapter on Friday this week. Okay. This week, Friday. I checked out the chapter and it is easy. Okay, 8th chapter is a little, maybe a little lengthy, but the 8.1, 2, 3 are very small exercises. It's very easy. So prepare for it. Okay, prepare for it. And we will meet now tomorrow. Okay, please do the homework. Exercise 10.6. These five questions is your homework for today. Okay, please do it and send me. And we will meet now tomorrow. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay then. See you all then. Bye.
And thank you, ma'am. Bye, Emma. Bye, Jishua.
Bye, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Bye, ma'am. Bye, ma'am.